Oh, would you look at that? This audio go live o'clock.
Oh, crud, I left my headphones in the car. It's fine. It's not.
Game audio is working, so that's good.
Okay, I'll be back in 2 seconds because I need to go get my headphones from my car.
And she hasn't left yet, so she lied.
And my brother takes everything way too literally.
Don't give a time period if you're not going to honor it. That's all I'm saying. So how about that totally called for buff on Squirtle and JP today? I mean, the Pierce Invul, or Pierce Ignore Evasion is going to be nice from time to time, but the battery was probably not necessary. I'm sure there's a weird, like, edge case where, sure there's a weird like edge case where you can do something funny with it that you couldn't do without it, but
I knew I forgot something when I came in today.
you mean apart from your sanity?
Oh no, I never have that. I lost that years ago. Are you kidding?
I can tell you in no uncertain terms, Mara, Squirtle does not need damage. She has tons of it.
What?
She absolutely obliterates, like, everything she touches. If you're having problems with damage on her, maybe just try having her NP5. It helps. Alright, so... last time... Shepard and her usual squad go to check out the DLC Asteroid, only to find that someone decided to RP as a Gundam villain by jerry-rigging it into a mobile colony drop device. Upon setting down on the asteroid, Shepard quickly runs into a couple of corpses that were evidently pistol-whipped to near death before finally getting executed by said pistol. Upon approaching one of the rocket thrusters that's propelling the asteroid, half a dozen rocket turrets suddenly decide to wake up and show they can hit the Mako for about 70% of its health in a single rocket. The squad then enter the control center for the rocket thruster and encounter the Batarians for the first time. Willow is then immediately dismayed when Inu is forced to kill a bunch of space dogs because those asshole Batarians sick them on Shepard's crew. After turning off one of the rocket engines, Shepard is contacted by a lady named Kate, who immediately upsets Willow by having better face and hair textures than Shepard does.
Yes, I'm still mad about it.
Kate then informs the crew that those asshole Batarians hijacked the asteroid that Kate's crew was originally moving for mining purposes.
Oh no, I already know where this is heading.
And are now planning to use it to do a giant terrorism on the nearby planet. Upon trying to leave for the next rocket station, Shepard runs into a freaked-out guy named Simon who ends up shooting her in the face on accident when he somehow mistook her clearly human face for a Batarian. Good thing our barrier is so good it literally ate his bullet before it could even get close to us. After calling the loser out for being a moron with poor trigger discipline, Shepard then asks him if letting the asteroid hit the planet would really be that bad. It might surprise you to know it would, in fact, be literally the worst possible thing. Shepard then heads out to find the next rocket thruster and gets distracted by some sweet tunes being beamed into her helmet by a nearby radio signal. Thankfully for everyone present, she is then distracted by the mangled corpses of some more executed civilians before she can attempt to begin dancing. Upon nearing the site of the next rocket thruster, Shepard is kindly informed that those asshole Batarians set up a bunch of anti-tank mines around the place, so she'll just have to weave past all the rocket turrets on foot. This works surprisingly well for a while, until a bunch of asshole Batarians suddenly swarm out of the building to distract Shepard for just long enough for her to take a stray rocket to the face. This, of course, prompts Shepard to spend her next attempt driving around just outside the landmine zone to kill literally everything she possibly can with the Mako's giant fucking cannon before attempting to walk to the rocket thruster again. Another dozen or so dead Batarians later, and Shepard successfully shuts down the second rocket thruster after attempting to use Unity to blow up an attack drone for some reason. Not really sure what the plan was there, to be honest. Kate then calls up again to tell Shepard that things aren't going great on her end of things, before some Batarian dickbag named Balak shows up with his goons to start executing hostages. Everyone then starts to realize this guy has no idea what he's doing, since shooting hostages like that accomplishes literally nothing, since Shepard obviously isn't going to let a couple dead hostages stop her from saving literally millions of people. She then gets distracted by some more mangled corpses on the way to the last rocket thruster, and starts reading some dead guy's notes before a bunch of defense drones suddenly decide to do their damn job. And by doing their damn job, I of course mean they choose to shoot at everyone who wasn't a Batarian terrorist. The drones turn out to actually be terrible at their jobs, as they begin ramming into walls instead of actually shooting the crew. Shepard and Co. then share a good laugh at the stupidity of those robots, before heading off to the last rocket thruster. The crew shuts down the final rocket thruster without any resistance, only to then run into a squad of Batarians being led by a guy named Charn on their way out. I swear this dude really just has the name of a knockoff Transformer. Charn then tries to peacefully make Shepard leave so they can continue trying to murder millions of people as if it were the most normal job in the world. When questioned on why he's even bothering with this when he clearly thinks murdering millions of people is nuts, Charn responds with, "And I shit you not, I'm just following orders." That's morally bankrupt. There's morally bankrupt, and then there's that. Charn begins to explain that if he doesn't follow orders, then Balak will just kill him, only for Shepard to then rightfully call him out for being a moron, and says he should just fuck off since she was going to kill Balak anyways. To his credit, Charn is at least smart enough to realize agreeing to get out of Shepard's way is the smart call. Despite very deservedly being a complete asshole to Charn, Shepard is still rewarded with good noodle points for not having to shoot Charn's space dogs. The crew then begin their drive towards the main compound, only for the Mako to suddenly stop moving and then magically disappear out of nowhere, much to everyone's shock and laughter. Once the Mako decides to exist again, they then resume their trip to the main compound so that Shepard can shoot Balak in the four-eyed face. "Stop! One step closer and I'll blow up the hostages, Shepard. Now either let me go or their deaths are on your head." "How about, no? Letting you go just means you'll try killing millions of people again later, and that's kind of a bigger number than 3, so do whatever you want with..." Nearby explosion. Oops. It's at this point that Shepard bitch slaps Balak so hard that all of his remaining goons drop dead from the shock of it. Balak then tries to wax poetic with the usual "which of us is the real terrorist here" shtick after having planned to kill literally millions of people with a colony drop, and having just vaporized several innocent hostages after already brutally executing their co-workers in front of them. Shepard really can't be fucked with this asshole Batarian anymore and calls up the Alliance to have him shipped off to Omega Forever jail. That scared guy Simon from before then shows up to ask Shepard if it's now safe, and is informed that both the Batarian problem is solved and that he's currently inhaling what little is left of his friends at this point. Shepard then reassures Simon that letting his friends blow up was a necessary sacrifice because Balak was such an insane nutjob that he'd have just done this again later if he got away. She did at least say it'd probably haunt her dreams for the rest of her life, so that's something, I guess. Shepard then follows this up by politely demanding that Simon hand over his smartwatch as thanks for letting his friends blow up because it's nicer than hers is. This was the Paragon option, by the way. Turns out that Simon's smartwatch was actually a piece of top-of-the-line, artisanally handcrafted super tech that is immediately handed off to Tali as an apology for always making her put up with Liara's god-awful driving. Simon then goes back to his desk and immediately begins disassociating from the situation by doing paperwork to not think about how all of his friends are a red smear on the wall now. Shepard then plugs an artisanally crafted graphics card that she found lying on the floor somewhere into her head, which causes her to remember that rich old lady that hired her to kill a couple mob bosses and flies off to get paid for the job she actually finished several weeks ago. Turns out the rich old lady was actually an evil mob boss who hired us to kill those other two because they were the bad types of mob bosses, and she didn't want that shit in her gang anymore. They probably wanted to sell drugs to children in the streets of Italy or something. Typical gang stuff. Shepard then attempts to get the old lady to disband the Space Mafia, only to get laughed at in the face for saying something so dumb. "Look, I may be rich, old, and evil, but no way in hell am I stupid enough to fuck with you. From now on, my gang will stick to victimless crimes like gambling and illegal tech smuggling, so you won't have to worry about seeing us again." Inu then wanders around the Mafia compound in an attempt to see if he can now just murder hobo all the gangsters for extra XP. He thankfully could not, much to Willow's relief. Since she was in the area, Shepard then decides to go do another side quest she's had on the back burner for a while, involving a potentially missing spaceship crew. Hopefully everyone involved isn't dead because she forgot them for literal weeks. This leads to her fumbling around on the map for a while before Joker's space googling points Shepard towards an unmarked spaceship that's about the size of a grain of rice on the map. How the hell did they expect you to see that? Scanning the rice-sized spaceship allows the Normandy to lock onto the signal of a distress beacon from a nearby planet, which, of course, leads to them running into another goddamn Thresher Maw a few seconds after landing. Inu attempts to use Shepard's time powers on the giant worm, only for it to not work for reasons I do not understand. Literally everything I've read about Stasis has said it works on Thresher Maws in ME1, so I don't even fucking know what to tell you anymore. The several attempts at killing the worm go as usual, at which point Shepard drives off to look at a beacon signal Tali started to pick up nearby. The beacon signal turned out to, once again, be some fake Geth cyber bacon, much to nobody's surprise. Tali then drives over the Geth jobbers toward a nearby Alliance outpost, only for everyone to become very confused when the turrets begin shooting at them for no reason. It then turns out there actually was a reason for this, as the base was in fact taken over by random mercenaries that the crew then proceeds to delete. Checking the back room of the now emptied outpost has Shepard find the very dead body of Captain Willem of the rice-sized spaceship they scanned earlier. It's amazing his body was so well preserved given how long Shepard left it here to rot. Yeah. Shepard then pries a datapad out of Willem's cold dead hands so she can turn it into his brother Gareth for some free experience and money. The soul-crushing look on his face is just a bonus, really. The crew then returns to the Normandy after looting the place, and Shepard begins to unload all the shit she stole from those asshole Batarians to get herself an extra 1,000,000 credits and a super Glock for Liara. Shepard then sets a course for the Citadel to hand over the datapad she picked up from Willem, and decides to bring Garrus and Rex along with her to help pick out some more war crime guns. I'm pretty sure gun shopping is literally Garrus' favorite hobby, and Rex will never say no to being better at murder. Shepard finds Gareth hanging around the council area with hope in his eyes that his brother's still alive, and she makes sure to inform him that said hope is unfortunately very much unwarranted at this point in time. With Gareth now sullenly walking off to plan his brother's funeral, Shepard and the boys gleefully skip their way over to the war crime vendor to buy the biggest noisemakers they can afford. Along the way, Shepard runs into Conrad again, and he excitedly asks if she'd be able to deputize him as an honorary Spectre, despite that not at all being how that works. Shepard then very politely, but actually though, tells Connor that he shouldn't try to be a Spectre, because that shit is really fucking dangerous, which causes him to walk away in disappointment. Better than Shepard giving him a practical demonstration by pulling her gun on him, at least. After acquiring the rights to purchase some sweet armor and more artisanally crafted smartwatches, Shepard heads back to the Normandy to make everyone not named Ashley honorary Spectres by strapping them with as many war crime guns as possible. Conrad would probably start crying if he saw this. And the session ends with Shepard finally deciding to tell Joker to set course for the actual plot on Noveria, as the voices in her head fight to remember how long it's been since she first began asking Liara who her dad is. That was session 5, just to be clear. So Willow was right when she'd been asking for that for basically a whole month by this point. Yeah.
So Bio, you thankfully didn't do the thing I thought you were going to do, which is that as soon as you started mentioning the fact that I was jealous that Kate had better textures for both her hair and skin than we did, I assumed you were going to make her death at the end me getting retribution for her having better textures than me.
Oh, that didn't need to be said. We all knew it.
I was like, oh no. Oh no, Bio was about to accuse me of being just the worst.
Again, that didn't need to be stated. We all knew that to be the case.
I mean, yes. But I was just sitting there, I'm like, oh no. That's what the oh no was, is I was sure that's where that quest line was headed in the recap.
Yeah, it was sort of implied as soon as you first said it, yes. Yeah, thanks, Bio. Alright. So, Noveria. Like real Noveria, though. Oh yeah, we're still in the Citadel, aren't we?
Also, puppers in the snow are super cute, by the way, Bio.
Anyway, see you later, Citadel. We gotta go to the PAX system of the Horsehead Nebula to go to Novaria to...
Weather's fine, but...
for the next, like, 45 minutes until it starts pissing rain.
But in the pet photos Bio sent me today, he sent some of his puppers in the snow.
Yeah, it's clearly snowing out by Bio at the moment.
Oh no, the photo's clearly a couple years old. Because they were actual puppers instead of the full-grown puppers they are now.
Oh, well, we found some matriarch writings over there, which is appropriate considering that I believe Novaria is where Benezia is hanging out, so...
Ew, 2 straight weeks of rain? Yuck.
Better than, like, 6 straight months of snow.
But we have that.
Yeah, I know.
But that's just where we live.
By the way, I just noticed today these cans say to shake well before opening.
Do they?
Yeah.
Where?
On the can, where it's printed.
No shit, but where on the can? Oh, right there. Shake well and refrigerate after opening. Huh.
Citadel business. We got a Council Spectre aboard.
Landing access granted, Normandy. Be advised, we will be confirming identification on arrival. If confirmation cannot be established, your vessel will be impounded.
What a fun bunch. I think I'll take my next leave here.
You do that.
Not Alaska, Mar, but with where we live, it's not uncommon for us to have snow in October or November, and we've had it as late as April in my memory. So we literally have 6 months of snow.
Also, we live in Alaska, so there's that.
Even from just the time zones, it's easy to tell we're not Alaska.
But just because we use, EST doesn't mean we're not in Alaska. I mean, I'm also fluent in PST, and I don't live in California, so... Alright, boarding party, let's go.
Or American France.
So here's the fun thing. If you go to Novaria without bringing Liara and your ground crew, one of the 2 crewmates you try to bring will immediately turn to you and say, bring Liara for more content.
Atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
XOXO, Normandy. Alright. I can't wait for people to start questioning us, and we just tell them, fuck you, I'm a Spectre. I could have sworn that was Pharos where that happened, but I guess it might also be Novaria. One of these places tried to take our guns, and Spectre literally has the option of telling them, fuck you, I'm a Spectre. You're not touching my guns.
That's far enough.
Can I help you?
Something wrong, officer?
You better hope there isn't. This is an unscheduled arrival. I need your credentials.
I'm a Spectre? Fine, who are you?
You first.
We're the law here. Show some respect.
And I'm a fucking Spectre.
I'm Captain Maiko Matsuo, Ilanis Risk Control Services.
I outrank you. Yep, we're going with I outrank you.
All you need to know is I have more credentials than you.
They plan to be trouble, ma'am. I can't let you enter the port area without confirmation of your identity. Sergeant Sterling, secure their weapons.
It would not be wise to search for the Geth unarmed.
I'm keeping my gun.
Nobody takes my weapon.
Charge and lock! We're authorized to use lethal force. You have to the count of 3 to surrender your weapons. 1, 2, 3.
Captain Matsuo, stand down! We confirmed their identity. Spectres are authorized to carry weapons here, Captain.
You may proceed, Spectre. I hope the rest of your visit will be less confrontational.
Well, that depends on you people. You're the confrontational ones here.
As far as I'm concerned, we're not the ones that started that. We did technically pull our gun first. But
I disagree. They were already pointing guns at us. They were pointing guns at us from the get-go. It's when they said they were going to take our guns that we pulled out ours. But theirs were very clearly already drawn at that point.
God, you'd think people would get it when you point at the I'm above the law pin on your chest and tell them to fuck off.
Yeah, right? Hi, Spectre. I'm gonna need to see your credentials. I'm a fucking Spectre! Those are my credentials. Get the hell out.
Get out of here.
Don't be snippy with me, lady. I outrank you.
Also, friendly reminder to everybody that Inu's birthday is in, what, 2 days? 4 days. 2 days. 4 days is my half birthday.
I'm sure Karasini-san will answer any questions you have.
Bio knows. Bio has lists. Anyway, time to get my gun out. And just run around with my gun drawn.
How old are you this year?
I don't know. Number.
I know it's once you turn the next age, it's 3 years on top of how old I am, but I'm also not sure how old I am anymore. So it will remind me in 2 days.
I am Gianna Parasini, assistant to Administrator Ananias. We apologize for the incident in the docking bay.
Yeah, real friendly.
Someone piss in your security chief's coffee today?
She takes her job seriously. She is a valuable asset.
And you look like you just saw some shit.
Orientation of new arrivals. Do you have any questions?
I heard there were Geth here.
Has anyone unusual passed through here recently?
Unusual? And a sorry matriarch passed through a few days ago. Lady Benezia.
Benezia. She is here?
I need to talk to her. We need to
We
find
need to find out who Liara's dad is. Benezia.
Can I speak with her?
Liara won't tell me who her dad is.
15 research complex days ago. To the best of my knowledge, she's still there.
Let's see. I'm gonna need directions.
Could you tell me how to get there?
You'll need to ask Administrator Ananias for clearance to leave this port.
Do I? I'm a Spectre.
People really don't understand I'm a Spectre.
They really don't.
Where is Ananias?
Where can I find the administrator?
His office is on the main level, left at the top of the elevator.
Why so many guards?
Pretty heavy security for such a small port.
The Executive Board does everything in its power to protect the privacy of our client corporations.
I may have to step on some toes.
I can't have my investigation hampered.
Tread lightly. The board can bury you in litigation. You'd need an Asari lawyer to see the case through.
We asked why so many guards, right? Pretty sure.
Are you?
Yeah, let's just say goodbye.
Maybe we can ask this lady who Liara's dad is.
Can we go in now?
Of course. If you need any help, you can ask me at the administrator's office.
She is here. I can't believe it. I imagine you want to talk to me, Shepard. About my mother.
No, I want to talk to you about your dad, actually.
Don't worry, it's fine.
No, we don't. I trust you, Liara. You may not be military, but you're a part of my crew.
Thank you, Shepard. That means a great deal to me.
Aw. The anti-gun alarm doesn't respond to being shot. And that guy's non-corporeal?
He just has the essential tag. It's fine.
No, I'm pretty sure... Yeah, that's literally going through him and hitting the wall behind him. This man does not exist.
It's how they cut costs. All of their staff are holograms.
If you need any help, you can find me in the administrator's office. That's cool. Hey, you know who Liara's dad is? No? And who's Liara? God, you're useless. So much for helping me out. It's just a really good hologram.
Must you try and antagonize everything in every building we go into?
Oh, that one it actually literally won't let me shoot at. Unlike that man, who is apparently just not
Welcome to Port
a real
Hanshan,
person.
the galaxy's most respected site for independent scientific research and development.
I don't know why
safety
there's a
and to
robot
protect
duck in the
privacy
corner.
of others, you are required to obey any directions given by our security personnel.
No.
If you have questions or concerns, our friendly administrative staff is always available. Thank you, and enjoy your stay.
Excuse me, friendly administrative
Oh God,
staff. I would
time-
like to know who Liara's dad is.
Every time I hear "Enjoy Your Stay," I hear it in the voice of Penny from Covenant and Fallout 4. Enjoy your stay.
The managers warned us about you.
Did they? Okay, I can't point my gun at you. And I can't point it at this other guy. You lucked out today. Oh, merchant.
This one offers greetings. You are the Spectre that visits Port Hanshan.
You've heard already.
News travels fast here.
Indeed, esteemed Spectre. Your arrival was not greeted with any joy by the companies here.
Ouch.
This one has a burden that you could ease. If an arrangement could be made, it would compensate you. This one has procured a special item for a customer. The item is not permitted within the station, but you could bring it through customs.
Smuggling, in other words.
You want me to use my status to smuggle for you?
That is not inaccurate.
Ah, sounds like a fun opportunity to further undermine the authority
Yeah,
of
that
this
is
station.
exactly what I was thinking. Yep, sounds good. I'll do it.
I have no problem with that.
This one humbly thanks the Spectre. The package will be delivered to your vessel. All you need do is bring it to this one. Please do not mention this to Administrator Analaeus. That one would levy fees. Is there anything else this one might help you with?
Yeah, sure. What have you got
Could I
for
buy
sale?
something now?
Is there anything in particular the Spectre is looking for?
Oh, wow, Shepard.
I just want to see your standard stuff. Thank you. Level 8 sniper rifle, assault rifle, some armors. Ah, a license. Gimme. And more metagel. Also gimme. Fantastic. Thank you, sir. Alright. So, alright everyone, quick trip back to the Normandy real fast. Evidently we gotta go get this package for this Hanar. Also, people were definitely mentioning that, like, it would be a better idea to have Rex with us for this mission for some reason or another that I don't remember or understand. I mean, obviously Liara has to be here because of reasons, but, like... not clear on why Rex would be a better choice than Tali. That was a cool robotic space duck, gotta agree. Oh. Great, grab the package. I thought he said it was going to be delivered to... Okay, no, that is the Normandy's dock. I thought it was up here for some reason. Well, Willow calls yours. Do we want to grab Rex or do we stick with Tali? I'm good either way. I know there's a bunch of fucking, like, biotics that we have to fight at the end of this. I don't think Rex has, like, super special awesome powers versus biotics, whereas I think Tali can turn them off, but at least for a little while, like with damping, but...
But on the whole, Tali's better equipped.
That's true. Ah, it's not a combat reason. Okay. So there's actual, like, good plot reasons to have Rex here. Oh, it's something with Benezia, I think. Yeah, I kind of vaguely remember that. You're gonna make me do loading screens, though, aren't you? Like, I can't just modify squadrons. Man, remember when you couldn't just, like, swap your squad out on the fly?
Yeah.
Old games.
The commanding
I mean, that's the way Coder did it, too. It was like, oh man, you want to do the thing? Time to go back to the ship to get, like, your shit ready.
No. At least when I'm playing it on my Switch, I'm allowed to change party members as long as I'm not, in
equalizing interior
basically
pressure
the middle of a
with
dungeon.
Exterior atmosphere. Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Yeah, I'm not clear on the shop refreshes either. If it's like a lot of other games, it's probably either like moving locations, doing plot, and or leveling up. Because that tends to be like how a lot of things kind of balance their shop resets. XOXO the Normandy.
Yep.
I don't know what it is about Rex just standing there, like, arms down at his sides. But it looks, like, I don't picture Rex just kind of standing there straight-armed, you know? Like, I definitely see, like, more sass on the Krogan man. Alright, Mr. Hanar.
Do you have the package? The customer grows restless.
Yes, I do.
I'm keeping it. It's mine now.
Here you are.
The Spectre has done a great service for this one. From the deepness of light, it thanks you. This one promised compensation for services rendered. It humbly suggests that a sum of 250 credits would be most appropriate.
250 credits. Oh my god.
You needed me.
Would you have had any chance of getting this past customs without me? You can be a bit more generous.
The other's words possess the discomforting ring of truth. This one could raise the sum to 500 credits. That is half this one's profit taken by the other. It can offer no more.
It'll have to do.
If that's the best you can do, fine.
This one is glad to have come to an agreement.
Alright.
I'm just browsing right now.
This one awaits your return.
See you later, buddy. Thanks for the $500. Hardly seems worth it, to be fair, but, you know. Oh, that was Rex. I was like, what the hell was back in that room?
The managers warned us about you, Spectre.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
Wow. We got some Spectre-based racism going on around here.
I mean, I don't necessarily blame them.
Okay, where does that go? Oh, that goes to a hotel, apparently. Why do we have a random ping on that wall? Okay, this sounds less like a hotel and more like a fucking nightclub.
I was about to say, I'm getting, like, cantina vibes.
The male human at the hotel bar? He's a sales rep for Binary Helix. His name is Rafael Vargas. I need you to speak with him.
Have we met?
Do you know who I am?
Everyone here knows who you are, Dullstone. That makes you ideal for my job. You are a known quantity, or so Vargas will think. He will assume you are here to investigate his company's dirty laundry. That will distract him from my real intentions.
Why me? I mean, other than the fact that I'm a Spectre.
I don't know anything about Binary Helix. What would I talk to Vargas about?
I represent the Aramali City Council on Thessia. Our town is known for its biotic amp crafters.
What is your city's interest in Binary Helix? They do not manufacture amps.
Much of BH's work relates to biotics. There are rumors that the Novaria branch
says this lady sure is being a jerk for someone dressed like a hot dog.
I know,
want
right?
to assess any potential risk to Asari copyrights. You will present yourself as a buyer on behalf of the Spectres or the Alliance. Discuss their military enhancement programs. Your real objective.
I almost gave bio homework, and I'm not gonna do it.
Will crack into his personal wireless network. It will upload a variety of monitoring viruses. They will infiltrate Binary Helix when he logs onto their intranet.
And what do I get?
What's in it for me?
I'm not gonna lie, I was paying no attention to anything she said because I was too busy picturing her in a hot dog.
500 credits. Do people have any idea how little money that is? Like, Jesus Christ.
I mean, I'll do it. Why not?
Interesting plan. I'm in.
Excellent. Here is the cracking device. You will know it is done when it beeps.
I'm doing it more for
I've
the
assembled a dossier
experience
on
than the
Vargas.
money.
If you would like, I could brief you on his behavior patterns.
Yeah, sure, why not?
Tell me what you know about Vargas.
He is impatient with those who waste his time. I tried to get him distracted and off topic.
Is that why you're wearing a hot dog dress?
I noticed he has a tell. When a topic makes him nervous or uncomfortable, he has a tendency to rub the back of his neck. If you see that, press him on the subject. It may distract him enough to keep him talking.
I quit.
Sure, goodbye.
I'll go see him now.
I hope to hear from you soon.
Anyway. Ah, you've got a name. Saving content.
Afternoon.
Okay.
Sit down, have a drink. What can I do for you?
Investigate. Who are you?
Who might you be?
Lorik Keene. For the moment, I am the manager of the Synthetic Insights Office.
That's an odd answer.
For the moment?
Mr. Analeas closed my office. He claims to be investigating reports of my corruption.
We're basically helping to assist with corporate espionage or something now. Yeah, we are.
Quite wealthy since he took direct control of rents.
An intriguing coincidence.
I sense a connection there.
Indeed. I acquired evidence of Analeas' actions. His hired goons are ransacking my office to find it. I suspect your goal lies outside this port. Mr. Analeas would be disinclined to let you wander. If you recover the evidence from my office, I will give you my garage pass, as well as a sum of credits.
Investigate. How many credits? Probably 500. Card working?
Why didn't Analeas cancel your pass clearance?
Why should he? There's nothing outside but snow and hungry Napak.
Investigate. Pass source.
How did you get a pass?
I'm a manager. Most executives on Noveria are free to come and go as they will.
Alright, I'm interested.
Investigate who's Liara's dad.
That wasn't an option.
You have a plan?
I do. However, there is one other... What is that charming human expression? Fly in the lotion?
I've never heard that phrase.
Violence against Mr. Analeas' thugs may be necessary.
Oh,
He
goody.
has members of Hanshan's security team searching my offices. He's paying them under the table. Miss Matsuo is unaware of their outside employment.
I'll figure something out.
I'll focus on trying to get your evidence. If I'm lucky, I won't have to fight anyone.
Excellent.
You know you say that, but my brother's trigger happy.
The evidence is on my office computer.
If they show up on the map as enemies, they're probably going to die. Stealth isn't exactly the name of this playthrough.
Well, I mean, it is Byleth. Huh. This is a interesting little completely empty room.
What sort of offer?
Good.
Full benefits, of course.
No, I'm sure the company takes care of its own. Full insurance, paid vacation, subsidized housing. After a year, it's not gonna stop.
You're the Spectre, right? Management told us not to talk to you.
Ouch.
Do you always do what management tells you?
Corporate pawns.
Right? Maybe you should try being a Spectre.
I could deputize you. Oh wait, that's not how that works.
It is if we say it's how it works.
Can I help you?
Obviously, we're going with I'm a Spectre.
Mr. Vargas, I'm Commander Shepard, a Spectre. I understand you work for Binary Helix.
That's correct. Rafael Vargas sales. Were you interested in our services?
Yes I am.
It's customary to perform minor genetic upgrades on enlistment. I've been assigned to see what BH has to offer.
It was my understanding that the Citadel contracted to a Solarian corporation for its enhancement programs.
That's correct.
I'm sure you know that we pass a new budget every fiscal year. If it delivers a better soldier, contracts can change.
A sound business practice. Excuse my hesitation, I've never heard a government accused of good business sense. First, the boilerplate disclaimer. No genetic enhancement is guaranteed to take. We can maximize the odds, but every strand of DNA is unique. Our patented techniques can provide an 8% improvement in adrenal response, 12% faster clotting, and a measurable decrease in CG muscle degeneracy.
Muscle degeneracy?
Realistically, asking Shepard could have been the stealthiest Byleth. If Shepard could have been the most stealthiest Byleth, she invested into some hologram tech to have portable bushes on hand. I mean, fair. Unfortunately, no such luck. We didn't go into the technology route to create, portable bushes.
I've never heard of a technique that improves zero-gravity endurance.
It's a first for the industry. The advent of Element Zero-based artificial gravity made it a less pressing concern. We're still waiting for tests to give us an average improvement. We estimate a 7 to 11% decrease in muscle loss rates. I can get you those improvements for 30k credits per head. For a bulk order, I can work in a sensory enhancement package, guaranteed 20/15 vision, and hearing from 12 to 22,000 hertz.
Sounds reasonable.
You can't pick either of those options.
I'll make sure that's in my report. The bean counters back at HQ can figure out the details, you know what I'm saying?
I suppose. My own job is to count beans. I have to admit, it surprised me that you were here for business. There are many development projects on Noveria, some not entirely.
You sound guilty.
Does Binary Helix have any less than above-board projects? I'll keep my source confidential.
Certainly not. Our corporate reputation is sterling. I can assure you all of Binary Helix's operations on Noveria are strictly on the level.
That's my comm unit.
Sorry, Mr. Vargas. That's a call I have to take. Thank you for your time.
Of course, Commander Shepard. We look forward to doing business with you.
Hey, good luck with that. Anyway, see ya. What's over here?
Don't hang up. Elder brother, it's me. I'm on Noveria now. I can't talk long. This call is costing 10 credits a minute. It's real time from the Traverse. Do you think it would be cheap? I need some information. There's an issue here. The manager.
Huh. It's just a Krogan there. Security control unit. Decryption skill too low. God damn it, this is why we need a Tali.
Beat it. I said beat it.
Just beat it.
Go find something else to do. Stupid mammal.
Rude.
If you don't stop poking me, I'll throw you off that balcony.
Oh yeah?
I'd love to see you try.
Beat it. I said beat it.
Oh, you're just looping now. That's unfortunate. Threats are only effective if you're willing to follow through. Just a few warning shots, just to let you know.
I'm sorry. The hotel is off limits to those without a corporate.
I am a goddamn Spectre!
Oh, did I earworm? Oh, hey, Sarge is here.
Any results?
Yep, it's done.
Your toy did its job.
Excellent. I will transfer 500 credits to your account.
I called it. That's all?
Only 500. Alright. I thought you might have wanted to provide more since you couldn't do it yourself, I mean.
Did I say 500 credits? I meant 750. Good day, Spectre.
Willow is going as neutral as she's able to. A lot of the time the renegade options are excessively violent, and generally I don't go for the excessively violent options all that often in video games, although I had a couple moments in Baldur's Gate 3 today where I went mildly murder hobo-y.
Oh, did we finish? I think we did.
I would lovingly remind you, Sarge, I have no control over the combat element of the game. And Inu handing me the controller for combat would be a mistake.
Do not be fooled by these civilized surroundings. This is a place of secrets and lies.
Oh, the music's gone.
Oh yeah, we left the hotel stroke dance club. Anyway, claws out. I mean guns. Guns.
Sarge, I've demanded more money literally every time.
Except for that time that you didn't. Like, I remember that time that you didn't ask for more. Oh, hello, Eric's guard.
Don't make us regret letting you keep those guns.
You didn't let me do anything. You couldn't stop me.
You lack the legal ability to requisition my guns. Like, you have no authority over me.
I'm on duty, Spectre. I shouldn't be talking.
Well, then why are you, loser?
Sarge, Paragon doesn't mean anything. Some of the Paragon options have been actually awful.
I don't know what you're talking about. There definitely wasn't that one that was like, hey, what if you just paid attention to the fact that I just did some illegal shit for you, and like you should maybe, I don't know, learn some more rewards. I'm just saying.
You know, what I thought was going to be the arrest them option was like, yeah, you know what? You just now owe me massively.
Well, yeah. I mean, elevator to synthetic insights?
Bio Shepard really should just start every conversation when she first gets to a new planet with, I'm Commander Shepard and this pin on my chest means I can legally shoot you in the face. Oh, sorry. Yes, thank you for finally acknowledging that I'm a Spectre.
I used to be a military tech. Except for Maiko's people, everyone's too corporate here. They just sit around sipping expensive water. So what can I do for you today?
Investigate. Darn, I was hoping there'd be an expensive water quest.
I was hoping he could tell us about Liara's dad.
Find local news.
You seem like you have an ear to the ground. What's happening?
Does he? His ears look pretty not on the ground to me.
Peak 15. Synthetics Insights was shut down by Analeus. And a matriarch came through.
Investigate. Benezia.
Do you know where that matriarch is now?
You looking for her? She took a shuttle to Peak 15 before we lost contact.
Investigate. Peak 15.
What sort of problems are there at Peak 15?
Don't know. There's a blizzard up there, but we've had those before. Never cut the satellite uplinks before. 15's always had a lousy reputation. Nobody talks about what they do there. And everyone sent up comes back a little quieter.
Investigate. Synthetic insights.
What was that about synthetic insights?
Scuttlebutt says Lord Keene was on the take. Xyanoleia shut down SI's offices. Quiet like, so no off-world lawyers come in on it.
Investigate. Personal questions.
What do you do here?
I'm the chief mechanic for Handshed. Just call me Lee. Humans have a problem saying my full name. Got a team of 12 under me, keeping the shuttles coming and going.
Alright, I think that's everything. I need to leave the station.
How can I get into the garage?
You need a pass. You can get one from Analeus or the managers, if you can polish enough gizzard.
Oh no. I have to ask, but I'm worried about what this is gonna end up doing.
Pulls out gun.
Yep, I'm convinced that's gonna be what happens.
Sure. If I wanted to lose my job and get sued into the next spiral arm. Security tracks card use.
But I need to leave the station.
No, goodbye. We'll go get one however we're actually meant to.
I'll be here.
Alright. Hi. Excuse me.
Access to the garage is restricted.
I'm a Spectre.
Let's see. I need to leave.
I'm on Citadel business. I need to leave this station.
If you want to enter the garage, you need authorization for Mr. Analeus. No exceptions. I'm sorry. Access to the garage is restricted.
Sarge says he dropped you a question for later after the stream. Also adjusted a permission for you on that one thing that you joined.
Okay.
Let's see. Stand aside.
I'm on Citadel business. I need to leave this station.
If you want to enter the garage, you need authorization
It's
for
literally
Mr.
the same
Analeus.
dialogue.
No exceptions. I'm sorry.
You're lucky that the game doesn't actually let people pick any real renegade option here. Because that would be to just pull out a gun and shoot you in the face and then carry through. Coder would have let us do that.
Yep.
Coder absolutely would have let us go, okay, cool, die then. See, Coder understood being evil. And they understood being comedically evil.
So you will appreciate when you guys eventually stream BG3 that there are so many be an asshole options available to you in that game. I've chosen almost none of them.
Anshan security. This office is sealed.
Let's see. This office is sealed. Somebody let me in.
Lorik Keene gave me a pass in.
Keene? Are you working for him? He's under investigation.
And you're here illegally.
Analeus is paying you to shake this place down. Does Captain Matsuo know you're here?
Hey, I'm not the one who wants Keene. Analeus has a Varen up his ass about this guy. How about this? You pretend you didn't see us, we'll pretend we didn't see you.
You say that, but you're also all red on the map. And you've started shooting at me. Let the record show I did nothing to these people. Like, they started this. absolutely finish it, but they started this, not me.
I don't know when we're going to stream Knights of the Old Republic.
When they fucking release the remake. Ask Sony when the hell it's gonna be done. Because it was supposed to be last year, and as you might notice, it ain't out yet. We'd have... That's why we're doing Mass Effect, is because fucking Coder wasn't an option. And the old ones are unplayable. Like, they're genuinely unplayable to try to, like, record or stream or whatever. Like, it's really bad. Decryption skill too low. Download the evidence. Saving content. God, it sucks not having Tali.
I don't think you're supposed to be in here, Shepard.
And you are?
Just nope. No, I'm not.
You have me at a disadvantage, Miss...
Oh, now you're gonna show some respect? I'm Sergeant Kyra Sterling, Ilanis Risk Control Services. Analeas would throw you off-world for what you did here. I won't. You know what we did to cop killers on my world?
You're breaking the law for bribe money. You know what we do to dirty cops on my world?
I mean, they legitimately did not give us a choice. They were like, oh, we'll pretend we didn't see you if you pretend you didn't see us. By the way, gun!
Yeah, in this instance, bring it on.
If you want to fight, I'll give you one.
You talk the talk. Let's see if you can walk after I break your
Because,
legs.
you know, our last attempt at actual diplomacy just ended in a fight anyway. We might as well just skip to it.
Hi, wall. Where? Hi. Also wall. Also, you know, a bunch of other stuff to do physics damage or whatever. Get dunked on. Fucking idiots. Decryption skill too low. Decryption skill too low.
This is why Tali comes with us on things.
Oh, hey look, it's Giovanna Panini.
Commander, there have been reports of noise from the Synthetic Insights office. Would you know anything about it?
Don't be coy.
Speak plain. What's your interest?
Not here, Spectre. Meet me at the hotel for a drink before you talk to Keen. I'll be waiting.
Well, what's your take? You want to go turn it into Dude Bro, or do you want to go to the hotel and see what she's got to offer?
I'm curious what her offer is, but...
Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Oh. Hello, Analeus. Figured I'd just drop by for a quick hello while I was in the area.
You will excuse me if I don't stand up. I have no time to entertain spaceborne vagabonds.
Wow. You do realize I'm a Spectre.
I'm here as a Spectre, not a human. Keep that in mind.
Believe me, that is foremost in my mind. This greeting is a courtesy. I will only cooperate as required by the Executive Board. Businesses come here to avoid the second guessing of galactic law.
Isn't a lack of oversight risky?
Are you telling me you have no safety protocols?
Don't be ridiculous. Do you think a for-profit company would take no precautions against loss of life and material? Project leads have the final say here, not meddlesome politicians.
Investigate. Saren.
Do you do business with Saren?
Agent Saren, one of your Spectre compatriots? He is a major investor in Binary Helix Corporation, which is one of Novaria's backers.
Is he developing weapons here?
Is Binary Helix developing weapons for him?
It's possible, given his interests. What our clients do in their labs is their business.
Investigate. Peak 15 problems.
Is there some problem on Peak 15?
An area of severe weather has cut off contact. Things will return to normal in a few days.
Investigate. Matriarch Benezia.
I've heard an Asari matriarch is here. Benezia?
She arrived a few days ago, accompanied by a personal escort and some cargo. She's up at Peak 15.
And why is she here?
What brought her out here?
If I knew, I wouldn't be at liberty to say. She came here as Agent Saren's executor. She is here on business for Binary Helix. There were issues at Peak 15 that required Saren's attention.
Define personal escort.
What did you mean by personal escort?
The phrase is self-explanatory. Bodyguards attending to the safety of her person, mainly Asari commandos.
You let Asari who can kill you with their brains run around, but give us flack about guns?
They followed all our regulations. I had no reason to forbid Lady Benezia from taking them.
I need to see her.
I'd like to see her, immediately.
I'm afraid that you cannot. Peak 15 is a private facility in the Skadi Mountains. Regardless, there is a blizzard in the area. Shuttles are grounded and surface access has been cut off.
So we drive.
Surface access, you say?
Cut off, I said. The roads are not suitable for travel. Don't make an issue of this, Shepard.
Shepard, I am sure that there are other people here who could help us.
What sort of cargo did they have?
What can you tell me about her cargo?
Large, heavy, and sealed. It passed weapons screening. Beyond that, it is not our concern.
Another topic.
Back to my other questions.
Every minute of my time you waste costs the company 12 credits. I will keep a running tally.
Were we supposed to give him the evidence? Or was there someone else we were supposed to take it to?
I believe that's the same evidence that the guy wanted us to get from his computer and that the lady wanted to talk to us about at the bar.
Okay, in that case, goodbye.
I have no more questions at this time.
Good. I received a dozen urgent messages while you dithered about.
I do not like that guy.
I can't shoot him. I didn't think I'd be able to, but I felt the need to try.
Game's stifling our ability to make choice.
Okay, so dude bro who wants the thingy or the lady that wanted to talk to us at the bar?
Lady at the bar, mostly because I miss the music.
Alright, if we're gonna head back that way. Time to go drop Rex off for a minute. Like, we'll grab him before we actually leave here for plot stuff, but there was like a lot of locked boxes in that room.
Bio says this is the guy who the evidence is against, he believes. Well, whatever we need to do to screw over that guy is what we're gonna do.
So we don't want to agree with whatever the lady in charge of security or whatever is saying, because she's like his assistant or something.
Probably. But we should at least hear her out.
Sure. I'm just saying, like, if we're actively trying to screw over that guy, we probably don't do whatever she wants us to do. Probably.
Agreed.
Stand by, shore party. Decontamination in progress.
XOXO, the Normandy.
No, we're not at XOXO, the Normandy yet.
Wait for it.
Logged. The commanding officer is aboard. XO
So
Presley
XO,
stands
the Normandy.
Just while we're here anyways. Just jog casually into that door. You know, as one does.
Running past the vaguely Alistair-looking guy.
Would have been Proto-Alistair, I think. Pretty sure Mass Effect came out before Dragon Age.
To Google!
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you got.
You bet, Commander.
Came out first. Mass Effect or Dragon
Aha!
Age Origin.
Another war crime shotgun, I see. And that is what I was checking back here for, was to see if there was a new war crime shotgun to acquire for Rex.
So Dragon Age was November 2009.
That is Human Light Colossus. Numbers on it are really good. Just grab that. Oh wow. Jesus Christ. Look at the upgrade on that.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Oh, it's also a very nice red. And it's got an extra upgrade slot. So we've got a Stim 3 in there already. Damage protection. Increased mass of the mechanicals also provides protection against high physics weapons and biotic attacks. Ooh. Yeah, that Exoskeleton 7 might be a really good pickup with what we're coming up to.
Mass Effect did come out before Dragon Age Origins.
That one does give us cooldown reduction, though. Colossus is the really good armor we get from License the War Crime Man. Ah, good.
Well, it looks pretty sweet.
It does look pretty sweet. So that gives us cooldown reduction. That's
Uh-huh.
what we're currently using, is cooldown reduction. I think we definitely go with the kinetic buffer, because it's more cooldown reduction than we were already doing. And while I think in general it would be a good idea to use the other cooldown reduction one, the one that we just like swapped out for that one, I think in this specific planet, knowing what we're coming up to, going for... Oh, well, maybe it doesn't matter. Hold on. Going for the exoskeleton, I think, is going to be the better option here. Okay, we'll let us use both eventually, though. That's good to know.
Nightmare.
But yeah, this gives us, like, more protection against biotic attacks and, like, high physics weapons and stuff. Which makes this harder to throw and that sort of shit. If we ever see a ship vendor selling a Colossus built for Quarians, good to know. Grab that for Tali. Speaking of human armors, Oliara. Oh, that's identical to what you're currently using in terms of statistics. Which one looks better? Do we like that better, or do we like that better on her?
I like the other one.
Yeah, I kind of like the white better. Okay. Rex. Buddy. I got you a present. It's called a war crime gun. There you go. And I believe that gives literally everybody on the team not named Ashley a war crime gun now. And we got some sweet new red and black armor for Shepard, which will make us move faster, obviously, because everyone knows that if you just make something red, it goes 3 times as fast.
Inaccurate.
No, it's true. Alright.
Then why is Knuckles not 3 times faster than Sonic?
He is, actually. I think you'll find that especially in the older Sonic games, Knuckles tends to just teleport around the place,
interior pressure with
which Sonic does
exterior
not. Therefore,
atmosphere.
Knuckles is faster than Sonic.
Logged. The commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley
no,
has the deck.
XOXO, the Normandy.
XOXO, the Normandy. Alright. Tali, come with us for a bit. Need you to help me break open some shit.
That is the most earwormy song from any video game.
I disagree very strongly.
Only because your brain immediately went to good-looking mainframe.
It sure did.
Can't say I don't know you.
Claptastic Voyage has some fucking incredible earworms.
It does, that's true.
Like the one about how people's lives would be a joke if not for Claptrap. He's such a lovely robot.
Such a tip-top bloke. Willow was correct. Being red is a 20% speed increase over your base.
No,
that just shows how slow Knuckles actually is by default when it comes to his walking speed.
It's triple. You go 3 times faster. The problem is that Sonic moves at, literally supersonic speeds, whereas Knuckles is literally just a regular ass echidna. So the fact that he can even slightly keep up with Sonic in the first place, which we know to be true because of Sonic Heroes,
We are not calling Sonic Heroes canon. I enjoy that game.
The problem is it is canon. It's literally a sequel to Adventure 2.
No.
Yes, though. Like, that's fact.
That's just wrong.
It's really not.
Dangerous looking around every trust your feelings got to live and learn.
Try to get a bunch more free shit so that we can turn it into money later.
Like, don't get me wrong, the music from Claptastic Voyage is great, but when it comes to like video game music, nothing causes my ears to perk up faster than City Escape does.
Well, that game is absolutely canon. Like, that isn't even something that's arguable.
Disagree.
I mean, you can be wrong all you like, but that doesn't change the facts that it is literally a direct sequel to Adventure 2.
I reject your reality and substitute my own.
It's also how we know Tails is, like, almost as fast as Sonic. Although we also know that from, like, Sonic 2. Okay. Grab the lock stuff. By extension, you're also saying that every game after Sonic Adventure 2 also isn't canon because the stuff that happens in Heroes, at least as far as the Team Dark is concerned, is actually incredibly important. I mean...
I straight up think Sonic Heroes is the last Sonic game I played, so I'm fine with that statement, Bio.
Is Shadow the Hedgehog canon? I feel like Shadow's tenuous. Like, I could see it being canon, because it does sort of follow on from Heroes, kind of. But it also seems like the kind of thing that Sega would really want to not be canon because of all of the guns.
Although, Sonic Heroes did have a decent title screen song. I mean, it was no City Escape, but...
Shadow is also canon because the game that fully explains why Shadow is actually... Yeah, I mean, I guess that's true. It's just the tone of it and the like... way that they handled it seems like something Sega would sort of want to sweep under the rug. Then again, I guess that entire, like, continuity is bunk now because, like, Sonic Boom replaced it.
Can't comment. Like I said, I'm pretty sure Sonic Heroes was the last Sonic game I played, unless Sonic Unleashed was after Sonic Heroes. Which I think
it was. It came out. It did come out after Heroes. I think Sonic Unleashed is also a separate continuity.
But I also like Sonic Heroes and Sonic Advance 2 Battles. I actually completed those games. I don't think I ever finished.
Sonic Advance 2 did not have a subtitle. It was just Sonic Advance 2.
But...
That was on the GBA.
I think it has the Battles title on my Steam account.
That's not Sonic Advance 2. Sonic Advance 2 was a GBA game.
Anyway.
You're thinking of Sonic Adventure 2,
yes,
which is a
that's
different
what I'm
game.
Thinking of. But...
Allow me to reintroduce myself. Parasini, Novaria Internal Affairs.
What do you want?
What do you want?
The executive board knows about Ananias' corruption. I've been undercover for 6 months. I want you to convince Keene to testify before the board. With his evidence, this planet can run profitably again.
Investigate. Your job.
You work for Analeus. Can't you just take his records?
He's a crook, not a moron. He doesn't keep logs on his computer saying, this month I stole 3 million credits.
Why not?
Keene's testimony and records are everything I need to prove Analeus' guilt in one package.
Investigate. And you can't do it yourself?
Why don't you ask Keene directly?
I'm Analeus' secretary. You'd think he'd believe me? That he'd meet me in some dark alley with
This
his
lady
evidence?
also wants to fuck over the asshole who's in charge, just in a way that's more likely to actually stick.
Investigate one more time. For corruption.
I thought corruption was the rule on Noveria.
The rule is don't rock the boat. Self-interest is tolerated if it doesn't interfere with business. Analeus is driving customers away.
Here's the thing. I need his pass.
I need Keene's garage pass to complete my mission.
You help my investigation, I'll provide whatever you need. Favor for a favor.
In the long run, it is better to remove the source of the problem.
Look, Shepard, I don't like this either. You Spectres play fast and loose with the law. That's bad for business.
I'm sorry, you just insulted my being a Spectre. I'm afraid the cost of doing business just went up.
Here's the thing, the credits are negligible at this point.
No, but it's sending a message. So what's her play? She's not wrong, though, at least. I mean, true.
I'm torn.
Well, don't be. You have to make a decision.
I guess we'll go with I'll consider it.
I'll consider it and get back to you.
If you have any love for the law, you'll talk to Keene for me. Don't disappoint me. You know where I work. Come talk to me when you change your mind.
I mean, here's the thing. We go talk to him, we convince him to testify, but we let her sweat it for a little bit.
So he's, like, literally right over here somewhere, I think.
Always a pleasure, Spectre. Any news on that matter I asked you to look into?
Testify against him.
I finished the job, but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Analeus.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it?
Yes.
I have no interest in a public spectacle.
But you'd be a hero.
Everyone on this station is chafing under Analeus' extortion. You might end up a hero.
My employers rely on the goodwill of the executive board to work here.
The board was already investigating Analeus. They're concerned about the worm in their own fruit.
All right. It is obvious that I cannot dissuade you. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Alrighty then. I believe they gave us like 24 good noodle points.
Yay! Good noodle points. So I can sometimes get the options that aren't just murder. So here's my big beef. Well, one of my big beefs with the Paragon Renegade system. Like, the Paragon options are oftentimes the less violent ones, but I don't understand the purpose of the Renegade options when there are also just options that are just straight up murder. Like, straight up killing the people is always an option. So I don't understand why Renegade's a thing. The way they have it set up in this game.
God, Shepard, stop putting your gun away just because you went through an elevator. I believe that lady was back this way.
Bio says, something I feel is interesting to bring up is that that guy was also the source of an infinite Paragon Renegade point farming exploit.
Oh, was that the guy? Hold on. Oh, But we already left the dialogue, so it's probably gone, right? Because that's the one that didn't get fixed in Legendary. I'm pretty sure that guy, like, if we'd known that in advance, we could have just looped a dialogue option with him forever and gotten basically infinite good noodle and bad noodle points.
Bio says you could still at least try.
Fair enough. Tali, you're in the way of the button. So we certainly have more bad noodle points than good ones. That is inarguable. Oh, by the way, remind me when we go back to the Normandy to grab Rex after we turn this in to check our bedroom.
Why?
So there's a footlocker in there that restocks at several different points throughout the playthrough, mostly when you land on like new plot planets.
Ah.
So there should be like good shit in there for us because it scales to your level.
Okay, bye, Sarge.
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Are things in hand?
Not yet. I need to speak to my contact.
Nope.
Don't hurry. Analeus has many spies.
Nope. Apparently we would have had to do it before we left the conversation. Try the left. The one about Benezia? Why would it be the one about Benezia? I mean, okay.
Are you questioning Bio?
No, I'm confused as to why that would be the one. I was sure it would have been the one where we were like telling him to, you know, like, dude, do the thing where you like do the testimony or whatever. It's not an option related to the thing you asked him to do in the first place. Oh. Interesting.
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Are things in hand?
Benezia.
Did you see an Asari matriarch recently?
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives with a guard detail of commandos.
I don't think we had this conversation with him the last time that we were here, did we?
I don't think so. Is it odd to see a matriarch?
Is it so unusual to see a matriarch?
They rarely venture beyond Asari space. To see such an esteemed figure is surprising. Lady Benezia was also dressed for her role. An Asari in a pinstripe suit set tongues wagging among the younger male employees, so to speak.
Young males have an unhealthy obsession with my species.
They let commandos in?
Armed commandos were allowed on Noveria?
I don't know if they were disarmed. Of course, one can't confiscate biotic powers. Saren, and by extension, Benezia, is an important person. By that I mean an investor who might sell stock, if denied.
Okay, what's she doing here?
Do you know why Benezia's here?
She claimed to be Saren's assistant, here to get a certain project back on track. I suspect she meant Peak 15.
Right.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. I should write a book about it while I have the time to spare.
Oh God, here it is.
Oh.
Yeah. Hey, testify against
Finished the job,
Analeus.
but an internal affairs investigator contacted me. She wants you to testify against Analeus.
Now that you have my property, you
Good
want to
noodle
dictate how I use
spam.
it. I have no interest in a public spectacle.
Oh my God.
Everyone on
The
this
only
station
problem
is
oh, okay, Square. Okay.
Very well, I will testify.
So
Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact.
I was mashing cross to try and like get through that dialogue faster, and it wasn't doing anything. Turns out you just hit square to skip dialogue, not cross, which is not what I would have expected.
Did you see
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want... Very well, I will testify.
Okay,
Make
well,
whatever
while
arrangements
you
need
continue
with your
to
contact, I will wait here.
farm points, I'm going to run to the restroom
I
real
should
quick.
let you go.
Let me go. The humans consider
Because my body's trying to kill me.
conversation prisoners.
So,
That would explain why so few are willing to sit and talk. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet.
Did you see an assault?
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
Ugh.
It's not every... If you wish, I will continue to enjoy the bar. I have not been contacted
Now we can max
regarding
out
our
good noodle and
arrangement
bad
yet.
noodle. Yeah,
Things in
right?
hand.
Did you see an assault?
Yes, she
How
caused
long is it
quite a
gonna
stir.
take, though, is
It's
the
not
question.
every day a matriarch
I have a
arrives.
different question.
Humans are full of questions.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want...
The board would...
Very well, I will testify. Make whatever arrangements... you need with your contact, I will wait here.
No idea why this isn't a problem they fixed, but the infinite money exploit was. I mean,
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet.
Did you see an assault?
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. Very well, I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact, I will wait here.
this would be a lot less troublesome if they didn't make you, like,
Did you see
leave
an
the
assault?
conversation and come
quite a
back
stir.
every
I have
time.
a different question.
Humans are full of questions. Now that you have my property, you want... Very well, I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact, I will wait here.
Points you get each time are actually very high, so this actually goes fairly quickly. I mean, it's like 24 every time, yeah. I just don't know what the scale is, you know?
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement.
Did you see an assault?
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
Dang it.
If you wish, I will continue to enjoy the bar.
You do realize what this option is, though. This is just us asking him about Liara's mom a bunch of times in a row.
It's not every day.
So we've gone from just asking exclusively about Liara's dad to now asking entirely about Liara's mom, like
Very well.
a truly insane number of times
Make whatever
back to
arrangements you
back.
need with your contact, I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Yes, she caused quite a stir.
Hey dude, tell me about Liara's mom,
Finish the job.
and
Now
then
that you have my property, you want...
and then let me convince you.
oh no,
to-
it's the Liara's mom loop.
Yes, we've just switched from her dad to her mom now. Because the way we get this guy to talk to us more is we come to him and we're like, hey,
Not been contacted
could you tell me about Liara's mom?
Did you see
Yes, she caused
Never mind
quite a stir.
Liara's
I have a
mom.
different question.
Humans
Let's talk about that Analeus
Now
situation that
you
we
have my
already
property,
solved.
you want...
Give me
Very
more good
well,
noodle
I will
points.
testify. Make whatever...
Trophy earned, principled. Okay, well we're almost to that bar being totally full.
you need with your contact.
And then we'll just do the exact same thing for the bad noodle options.
And then we'll have all the options.
Forever.
I have
And
not
probably
been
have to
contacted
spend
regarding
more
our
points
arrangement yet.
on our talkie skills
So
at
did you
level
see
up
an
instead of
Asari
on like
matrix?
actually
She caused
like
quite a
use
stir.
whoops.
It's-
Instead of on like
Well-
actually useful combat
I will
ones.
continue
Well,
to
yes,
enjoy
but
the
then
bar.
I can actually get all the dialogue options
been contacted
and make
regarding
the
our
actual
arrangements.
choices
Yes, she
instead
caused
of
quite a stir.
just having to go one way or the other because
Now
points.
that you have my property... All right. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Are things
The most morally gray shepherd is also the most virtuous and depraved shepherd, as it turns out.
Now that you have my property, you want... Very well. I will...
One more round should get us
Make
done on
whatever
good noodle
arrangements you need with
points.
your contact. I will wait here.
Whoops.
Did you just throw a grenade at him?
No, I threw a grenade through him.
Things in hand.
Actually.
Did you see an...
Yes, she caused quite a stir. It's not every day a matriarch arrives.
I have a different question.
Dude, something just exploded in the background.
I'll be back
I don't know if
later.
we should be worried about that, or...
For myself and my employer. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement.
Yeah,
Yes,
shush.
she caused quite a... Humans are full of questions. Now that you have my property... All right. Very well.
So that should be... It looks like the Paragon gauge fully maxed out, but like... We didn't get like another
Make whatever
trophy for
arrangements you
it,
need
which
with your
seems
contact.
weird.
I will wait here.
So I'm gonna do it just one more time to be super safe.
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement.
Yeah, shush you.
Yes, she caused quite a stir. Humans are full of questions. Now that you have my property, you... All right. Very well. I will testify.
So that's definitely
Make
Paragon
whatever
done.
arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted regarding...
I should let you go.
If you wish, I will continue to enjoy the bar.
So the thing that's really annoying about pressing square to mash through this dialogue is that for some reason square also counts as confirm for dialogue, so if you mash it too hard, it just says goodbye, like
I should
immediately.
have spoken about it while I have the
I
time.
finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want to dictate how I use it. I have no...
If necessary, yes. Do what I tell you to, or Annaleus will find what he's looking for.
It is good to have all our cards on the table. I regret that you have a better hand. Very well, I will testify.
Aha!
Oh, I really don't like the bad noodle option on this one.
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement yet. Are things...
Did you see an assault?
Yes, she caused quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of questions. Now that you have my property, you want... Very well, I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Hold on, let's talk about that again real quick.
Regarding our arrangement yet.
Did you
So
see
Liara's
an
mom,
assault?
though.
Yeah, could you tell me about Liara's mom real quick?
Humans are full of questions. Now that you have my property, you want... Very well, I will testify. Make
Also, I
whatever
love that he
arrangements
says
you
now
need
that
with
you
your
have my
contact.
property, like it's not currently in our possession.
He doesn't understand that we're
Regarding our
this space lost and found.
Yes, she caused quite a stir. Humans are full of... Now that you have my property... Very well, I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted.
I should let you go.
If you wish,
Damn it.
I will continue to enjoy the bar. I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement. Yes, she caused quite a stir. Humans are... Now that you have my property... Very well, I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need.
I
with
can't
your
believe
contact.
they
I will wait
left
here.
this in.
I have not been
Like, they
contacted
fixed
regarding
pretty
our-
much all the other
Yes,
infinite
she
loops,
caused
but
quite
they
a
didn't
stir.
bother to fix
It's
this
not
one.
every day.
Oh, Bio says also do remember to actually do one
finished the
extra
job.
Paragon choice after you get the Renegade bar maxed out, just so that you actually have the flag triggered for the option Willow originally picked.
Yep, I was planning to, but thank you.
I will wait here. I have not been contacted.
I should let you go.
If you wish, I will continue to enjoy the bar.
Also, Bio says Shepard at this point realized that the only person who could actually tell her about Liara's dad is Liara's mom. So she knows that the only way to figure out one is to know about the other.
Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here. I have not been contacted.
Boy, this reminds me of that
regarding
time where we just sat around
Did you see
looping
it?
the same
She
month
caused
for
quite
like
a
10
stir.
years straight.
It's not every day a matriarch.
I have a different question.
Humans are
No,
full
it
of
flashes me back to Skyrim, where we just kept
Very well.
stabbing
I will
poor
testify.
Bellathor.
Make whatever arrangements you need with your
I mean,
contact. I will wait
Bellathor deserved it.
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement.
Did you see an assault?
Yes, She caused quite a
Well, there was also that that
Or the
speech
guy in
loop you could do in Riften.
Yeah, with the Blackbriar mead.
dictate how I use it. Very well. I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
We did a lot of really shady stuff with game mechanics in Riften.
Did you see an
Yes.
Riften was just the best city.
Humans are full of questions.
Functionally, yes. Aesthetically, hell the fuck
I don't know, man. You went there all the time.
No, I didn't.
Yes, you did. I watched you play the game and go to Riften like constantly.
Did you see an
Gee, it's almost like someone exploited the fact that I had voice commands turned on.
It's almost like I told you that the Kinect was a bad idea and you didn't believe me. And therefore I made it a point to prove how bad of an idea it was.
I have not been contacted regarding our arrangement.
Did you see an Asari?
No, Riften was your favorite city.
No, you went there all the time though. You went there way more than I did.
Very well. I will testify.
No, I liked my Hearthfire houses personally.
Oh. Well. We are maximum good noodle, bad noodle.
Yay!
Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
Now,
Noodles, 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 noodles.
Been contacted regarding
yeah, hold on. Let me ask you about Liara's mom real quick.
quite a stir.
I have a different question.
Humans are full of
Testify.
I finished the job.
Now that you have my property, you want to
Be a hero.
All right. Very
Anyway,
well.
see you. Bye.
I will testify. Make whatever arrangements you need with your contact. I will wait here.
You do that. I'm leaving. They left this in, but did fix the money exploit and didn't fix Liara's stasis bug. Their priorities were so fucked up here. Yeah, I mean, you know. It do be like that sometimes.
Your kitty disappeared.
Yeah, she does that.
It's okay. My kitty likes hitting the quick load button while I'm playing Baldur's Gate. So I've literally lost crazy amounts of progress because of that cat.
I don't know. I seem to remember you losing a lot of progress in Skyrim too, just because you quick loaded at the wrong times.
Again, not me.
I don't. You were the one playing the game. Nobody to blame for that but yourself. I also seem to remember you like Fusaro dying a lot of random guards for no adequately explored reason.
Thank God you never actually learned the dragon words for the fire breath shout.
Except I did, because all you had to do was shout fire breath at the Kinect, and it worked.
But yeah, like that was actually my go-to shout when I was playing. Was let me just light everything on fire.
Relieved.
Also, XOXO the Normandy.
Quick
Oh,
check.
actually, he's more Cullen than Alistair.
Quick check downstairs.
Oh yeah, you said something about the bedroom?
Yeah, that's up on the second floor, but I do want to check down here real quick just to see if that guy's inventory is restocked and if we can acquire some different Colossi armor.
Looking for supplies?
Let's see what you've got.
You bet, Commander.
Naginata, there, Scorpion, no. Okay, good talk. See you later. Time to head back upstairs and find the bedroom. It's on the opposite side from the medical ward. down here, I think. So medical ward is on that side. I think this is our room. I think. I don't know where this locker is supposed to be. I've just been told that there is a locker that, like, resets somewhere. Maybe that's, like, general quarters and ours are somewhere else? Oh, wait. It's gonna be this one over here, isn't it? Yeah. Okay, Armageddon 7 shotgun and a Harpoon 7. Okay. Gotcha. It wasn't actually in the bedroom, it was outside the bedroom. Understood. In addition to giving us more available points, also just gave us some free levels and... Wait, did it?
It did.
Oh, yeah. How about that? Unfortunately, we still have to spend 3 more points to actually max out the trees, but... Wait, why did I take that elevator? Habit, I suppose, is probably the answer. Well, at least that's less points than I thought we were going to have to spend. Alright, time for the Normandy to tell us it loves us again. Liara, Rex, let's go.
Equalizing interior pressure with exterior atmosphere.
Atmosphere.
Log, the commanding officer is ashore. Exo Presley has the deck.
Rex, why are you trying to use a sniper or an assault rifle, my dude? Shotgun. Shotgun. Thank you.
Good day, Commander. I wonder, how have you been spending your time?
Spectre business.
You know, Spectre business.
That's a polite way to brush me off. No matter. There was a break-in at the Synthetic Insights office. Several of my officers were killed. You wouldn't know anything, would you?
Nope.
No, I'm afraid I wouldn't.
I do not believe you're being honest with me, but in the absence of proof, I must accept your word. If you will excuse me, I must compose the letters to notify their families.
Was that you? No, sure wasn't.
No, it sure ass wasn't.
I don't believe you. Points at Spectre badge.
Hey dude, you still non-corporeal? Yep. Okay, you also don't care about sniper rifle. Just thought I'd check. I want to say each of those trees has 4 free points overall that are given as your respective good noodle and Satan bars are raised. Something like that. It's a shame we didn't get any experience for maxing those out, because that would have been helpful. Oh well. We need to head to the admin offices, which are down here. Excuse me, pardon me, coming through. Spectre walking. Hello, Giovanni Panini.
Spectre, have you given any more consideration to my offer?
I convinced him.
It took some persuasion, but Keen has agreed to testify.
That's a world of stress off my back. I'll take the evidence for safe transport. I didn't think you'd help me, being a Spectre and all. I guess some of you can be alright.
Thought you'd be... Oh, wait. What about the garage?
So, how about getting me into the garage?
While you were working on Keen, I got you a garage pass. Be careful up there. I have an arrest to make. Wish I had time to change into something easy to move in. I hate skirts.
This is an outrage. I'll see that you never work in this sector again.
Yeah, get a move on.
You, Shepard! I demand you place this bitch under arrest!
You have the right to remain silent. I wish to God you'd exercise it. See you around the galaxy, Commander. I owe you a beer.
Look at that guy trying to, like, order us around when he didn't give us what we wanted before.
Right? All he had to do was not be a dick to us.
Alright. We're 1 point away on each of those. I'm just gonna put that point off until next level.
That's fair.
Ooh, more points in Spectre training, though. Yes. Maybe. I mean, we get up to Master Unity, which is probably going to come in handy at some point. Liara, you got points to spend. We're not putting it in stasis because that's a fucking trap. Points in electronics to get that up to the next level, and more barrier. Yeah, more barrier. There you go. Rex, buddy. More points in warp, I guess. Or barrier. I mean, barrier is probably better because you're just about not dying and shooting things in the face with a shotgun, so. There you go, bud. Alright, well, we got our garage pass. It's time to get the hell out of here. So, Commander, how have you been spending your time? Abusing the space-time continuum to force a man to give me infinite points by leaving his dialogue tree? The fuck what? Oh, you know, don't worry about it. Just magical time powers. Comes with being a Spectre.
I heard the administrator's been arrested. Any chance you had something to do with that?
Yes.
He was corrupt.
Most people here are. I wish you could take them all down. So what can I do for you today?
Probably not anything. I just
I have
wanted
to
to
go.
see if you had any more, like, dialogue, but...
Access to the garage is restricted.
I have authorization. Excuse me.
Yes, that's genuine. Drive safely. The weather's supposed to be pretty bad out in the Alutsk Valley.
Gesundheit? Oh, okay. Hold on. Oh, what do you know? The Geth.
So that's what the Asari has in place.
My lord. No way.
Fan out and secure the area. No one gets in or out.
Oh, those are Geth. Don't worry about them, Mako.
What did you do here, Commander?
Ah, sorry. What did you do here? Defended myself.
Me? I'm the victim here. The Geth attacked us.
Geth, you expect me to... Where did they come from?
The Asari bitch came with a bunch of cargo. They were probably packed in those.
I don't believe that. We did thorough scans of those. There were no power sources, no element zero masses. If Benezia Sama's containers were packed with these things...
I'm sorry?
There are many more out there.
I'm sorry, did she just say Benezia Sama?
Oh, she did, and I have no idea why.
Just wanted to make sure and the thing is, it isn't just that my brain heard it, it's clearly there in the subtitles.
Yeah.
The fuck? How many more?
I need numbers, Captain. A dozen? 100?
Dozens, at least. They're machines. You could pack them tightly. I must report to the executive board. If word gets out about loose Geth, there may be an investor panic.
Guess that makes sense given her name is Japanese, but still, that's really weird to hear out of no. I know! Like, I see where they're coming from, and I appreciate what they did there, but, like, at the same time... Okay. Good, like, runway to nowhere? Gotta make sure that that can never be used against me. Why don't you go with your boss to go report to the council or whatever? Also, how did the Mako get in here?
That's a really good question.
Like, genuinely, how did you get this here?
That is a spectacular question, considering we didn't even have garage access.
I know. But, like, never mind that. How did they transport this here? We came up a personnel elevator to get here. We've seen no evidence of a freight elevator. The only way out of here is through this door that it's sitting in front of.
Look.
I can't wait to see how many times the Geth try to ambush us as we're just driving from point A to point B. You already know how the Mako got in here. Don't you remember what we learned? He's able to phase in and out of reality at will.
That's true.
Hey, good news, everyone. The Mako's kind of stuck on nothing. And it's down there now.
Everything's fine.
Speaking of the Mako not understanding physics. Alright, you spooky land whale. You know, this, like, snowstorm is not nearly as bad as they had led me to believe. You really expect me to believe you couldn't have operated air transit during this? Like, come on. Okay. Alright, cutscene.
Oh, these things. Love that for us.
Oh, that's just an armature. That's not even a colossi. I'm still bothered by there being like a red dot over that way. So apparently there's like an upgrade kit in here somewhere. Oh yeah. I don't know if there's anything we can do about that, like, red dot off to that side. A lot of balls standing in front of a fucking turret like that, but does not appear to have worked out terribly well for you, friend. look, I know you're over there. There. Oh. I got something. So there's still something else there yet. At least the thing that was firing like rockets at us is gone. Boy, this is a lot less irritating than doing this was in original Mass Effect, where like every time you ran into these groups of enemies, you'd be stopping and getting out of the car.
Yeah, I imagine that must have been really frustrating.
But like, you know, if you didn't, then you were losing out on experience. Which isn't the thing that you really wanted to be doing in a game with a limited amount of it, you know? Nice heavy turret. Too bad it didn't do anything. Also, there's like way less of these Geth than I remember, and it's probably because I remember having to keep getting out and fighting them all on, like, manually, but I feel like there's way less of them than I recall there being. Oh, there it is. I do like how occasionally it's easier to stop and just let them shoot at you to see where they are. See you. Thank you for announcing your presence. Die. Huh. You know, it's interesting because I can see that there's some red on the map. But, like, there doesn't appear to be anything out here. So, I guess we must be going on foot from here. Okay. Fell down a small oh, hello. You're a Krogan. Hello, Krogan. Goodbye, Krogan. Oh, hey, look, another Krogan.
Oh, jeez.
Goodbye, other Krogan.
User alert. All Peak 15 facilities have suffered a great deal of damage. Biohazard materials present throughout facility. Virtual intelligence user interface offline.
We will need to get the reactors back online.
Oh, will we, Liara? Is that a thing we will need to do? I do like that. I mean, you do get a very clear like progression of power in this game. It's like early on, right? The Krogans are like, "Oh fuck, it's a Krogan. We're gonna get our balls rocked."
Yeah.
And this time there were two of them, and I'm like, "Oh, it's a Krogan. Okay, well, get full of bullets, loser."
Yeah, but at the same time, isn't that a good thing because it actually lets you feel powerful?
Well, that's what I'm saying, right? You get a very clear progression of power, right? Especially as you realize that any Krogan not named Rex is...
Why are the turrets facing the wrong way?
They want to keep their people in as much as they want to keep others out.
Encryption skill too low. God, not bringing Tali is a pain, but whatever. Alright, elevator time. Yes, let's just put our guns away in the middle of what is clearly an enemy base.
It's fine.
Main difference is the Krogan are incredibly terrifying right until you meet Rex, because once you meet Rex, you realize every other Krogan isn't actually worth shit in a fight. Yeah, that's pretty much it.
What was that?
Probably debris. Don't have a panic attack. I'll protect you.
Oh, right.
That's a nightmare monster.
That's arachnid. Yep, that. That's arachnid. Remember the terrifying
I was
hell
about to say, aren't they
spiders?
supposed to be super
Yeah.
duper extinct?
Remember Cerberus? came out of there. Just trying to get my bearings here. Just went into kill mode when there were guys over there. Now you see why I said bringing Rex was a good idea, but not for combat reasons. Hi, Arachnite. Bye, Arachnite.
What were those?
Those were Arachnite, Liara.
Damn if I know. Someone in this.
What do you mean,
Shouldn't
damned
you
if you
know?
know? Shouldn't you know what Arachnite is? Oh. Excuse me, hello? Where did you come from? You weren't here shortly ago. Goodbye. Decryption skill too low. God damn it. Medical kit. Great. For as old as Rex is, the Arachnite War, I think, was still before his time, and since things are incredibly extinct, he didn't really have any reason to look up what they looked like. I mean...
Well, yeah, but you would think, given the history of their people, that, you know, maybe knowing what the creatures that, you know, basically caused people to decide your race isn't allowed to reproduce. You might want to know what all of that was for. So you'd think you'd just kind of look it up at some point.
Alright, are you done? Alright, well, we're not going through there, evidently. Let's reapply that. Not enough power for restart. Okay. You know, I do remember this, but I also swear I remember this being a side quest. I forgot this was part of the main plot. Okay. What do you want me to do here? Oh, I see.
Critical startup error. Virtual intelligence user interface offline. Manual boot required.
You've got this, right? This is basically just tech support, isn't it?
The VI core appears inoperable. You can attempt to manually reconfigure the databanks or use OmniGel to... Alright, we're going to attempt manual reconfiguration. Oh, cool. Memory core 1 damage. Transfer module stack to core 2 or 3 to activate. Alright, time to do Tower of Hanoi.
I was about to say, this is the Tower of Hanoi again.
I mean, you know how they love their Tower of Hanoi.
I do.
Oops.
You have to move the top one.
Yeah. The controls on this are just a little bit weird, that's all. Yeah, that's gotta go there, then that has to go there, then that has to go there, then that has to go there. Then we reconfigure... Did I fluff this? No, I didn't.
Ah, the Tower of Hanoi.
It looks like you're trying to restore this facility. Would you like help?
Better question, though. There's at least a reason why Rex wouldn't know what a Rachni looks like, but you know who do know what they look like? Liara. Because she shot at them like 2 weeks ago. So why would she, of all people, ask what those things were? I mean, fair.
Okay, let's see.
Oh crap, a pop-up.
Honestly, I kind of like it.
How do I shut this thing up?
This system is monitored to respond to the name Mira. May I ask your name?
I'm a Spectre.
Commander Shepard. I work for the Citadel's Special Tactics and Reconnaissance.
One moment, please. Council authority confirmed. You are entitled to secure access of all systems. Please note that queries relating to corporate secrets require privileged access. Privileged access is only available to Binary Helix executives. This system is ready to process queries. You may access me at any holographic interface within Peak 15.
Great, where's Benezia?
I need to find Matriarch Benezia.
Lady Benezia departed on the passenger tramway to the Rift Station subsidiary labs. User alert. The tramway system is currently inoperable.
Why? Give me a damage report.
What's the situation here?
One moment, please. Diagnostics in progress. Critical failure. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. Critical failure. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger tram systems are offline. Report complete. Do you have an additional system status query?
Yeah, main reactor?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was offline at the time.
It's helpful.
Shutdown could occur if reactor breach seems likely, or in the case of catastrophic laboratory containment failure. Emergency guidelines suggest the frigid environment will kill biological contagions. It may also damage mechanical ones.
Turn off the heat and hope the cold puts whatever you've unleashed to sleep.
So, how would I fix that?
What do I need to do to get the power back on?
The valves to the Helium-3 fuel line must be opened. This can be done at the controls on the reactor assembly proper.
Okay. What about the landlines?
What are the landlines and why are they disabled?
The landlines connect my mainframes here at Central Station to the various sub-facilities of Peak 15. This allows the crew to remotely access my databases from the comfort and security of their labs. When emergency protocols were implemented within the hot labs, the cabling was automatically ejected.
And I fixed these how?
How do I reconnect the landlines?
The landlines are designed for easy reconnection. The router for the landlines is on the roof of operations. Simply activate the controls and the hardware will reconnect and reboot automatically.
I think that's it. Pretty sure that's everything.
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out. User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connect. Now exiting to the roof. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
I swear I just saw an enemy health bar for... Oh, wait. Oh yeah, there's a Rachni right now. There's a bunch of Rachni over there, aren't there?
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required. User alert. Landline connections are disabled. Passenger trams are offline.
Boy, it's nice just taking every threat and putting it in space.
It's certainly a solution, that's for sure.
Landlines repaired.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Well, I mean, I plugged the thing back in. It doesn't seem to have automatically done the doobles like we were told it was gonna do. So I feel lied to.
Connections restored. Processing new data. User alert. Unable to connect to hot lab facilities.
Okay, the main reactor?
Do you know why the reactor was shut down?
I'm sorry, but I was off. Emergency guidelines suggest.
Well, we already know how to fix it, don't
That's
we?
all I need right now.
I think so.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
Decryption skill too low. Ah. I guess we head back down then. So I've reconnected the landlines. Now use the passenger trams. Okay, where are the passenger trams? Is the knock-on question.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Oh! Was that kit that I saw? Oh, it's over here. Okay. Guess now we head this way, probably.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
For not having any idea what these things are, Shepard sure is able to see them clearly labeled as Rachni soldiers in her HUD. Yeah, well.
Now entering main reactor. User alert. Main reactor shut down.
Also, she should totally know what these are because she was shooting them not 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, as we've already established, she doesn't exactly pay attention.
Sorry, what?
Exactly.
thought that said Scam Rail 8. It said Scram Rail.
User alert. Main reactor shut down
God,
in accordance
hold
with
on.
emergency containment
I think I remember this next room,
procedures.
actually.
Manual restart.
Like, vaguely. Get out of my face, dude. Alright, level up, nice.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart.
Well, you guys aren't so tough when you can't Spider-Man your way all over the damn room, are you? Hi there. You didn't get launched. Get lifted then.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures. Manual restart required.
Okay, so we came all the way up here just to kill that one guy, I guess. And for some lockers that we can't open because we didn't bring Tali.
User alert. Main reactor shut down in accordance with emergency containment procedures.
Okay.
Manual restart required.
Well, fuel lines fixed. You have completed the repairs to Peak 15. Excellent. Hey, we leveled up. Good at talking. Good at talking. Fantastic. Liara! More points in barriering, please. Rex. Ditto additional points in barriering. I think that guy probably would have just started to shoot at you from the ledge up there if you hadn't gone over to kill him first. I mean, yeah, probably. It does seem likely. Just the terminal for the VI again. Okay, that was not the room that I was thinking of, incidentally. thought you might. Stupid Arachni head squads. It's less effective when I'm anticipating you trying to jump scare me and being ready to shoot you in the stupid face.
Now entering decontamination and transit hub.
Could we please stop putting our weapons away when we get in elevators when there's giant murder spiders around?
Access to passenger tramways inadvisable.
The door could be finessed. It appears that the trams to the subsidiary stations are beyond it.
Yeah, we don't have Tali though, so we're not just gonna cut straight through all the Arachni. Oh, that was Colossus armor, but I didn't see what for. Ah, medium human. Medium human, gotcha. Not helpful for us. So, this is a very coder-ass area. Because if we had good enough decryption, or good enough security, or whatever, we could just cut through this door, and then kill some Arachni and go through another door. Or we could come in here, and play with this thingy, and nuke all the Arachni in there with the button. Which we can't do, because reasons.
Control group, losing them. They're in
See, I appreciate that, though.
the tunnels now. We're sorry. The leads couldn't get to the struck. Out while you can.
He killed himself because he was part of whatever happened here.
Among my people, a suicide's body would be left for scavengers. The Nathak will get to him eventually.
Well,
Online, connected to subsidiary facilities. How may I assist you?
Loose containments?
What's this about loose contaminants?
I can't read.
Biological agents are present in the tramway decontamination chamber.
I see that.
The tram station has been sealed
hereditary.
in the interest of crew safety. Activation of the fail-safe plasma jets is recommended prior to access.
So how do I activate the purge?
How do I activate the failsafe system?
Controls for the fail-safe systems are located in the security checkpoint outside decontamination. User alert. The fail-safe system is currently inoperable.
Why? How would I fix it?
What would it take to get the decon failsafes operating again?
There is a hardware fault in the control system. This can be repaired on-site using a standard Omni tool.
Just open it.
Unlock the decontamination chamber.
User alert. Contaminants are present within the decontamination chambers. Passage is not recommended.
Just do it anyway.
Override. Open the doors now.
Very well, Commander. Releasing safeties. Proceed at your discretion.
Yep,
That's all I need right now.
Very well, Commander. Logging you out.
I would have loved to do it the fancy way. Oh. But, you know, you kind of didn't We didn't bring the correct
person to do it.
Yes. Those Bracknai did not at all care about my singularity.
Liara is taking a nap.
Liara is, in fact, taking a nap.
But why is Liara taking a nap? Oh, it's in there.
There's a Arachni in there. I see why Liara is taking a nap now. Liara, you done?
Liara, is nap time over yet?
Nope, she's still napping.
Well, it says there's something we still haven't killed.
Yeah, there's probably another Arachni behind this door. Somewhere. I don't know where, but... Wherever the invisible Arachni was, Rex appears to have killed it. Seriously, I don't know where this Arachni was. Think you picked up some explosive rounds? Oh, did we? Oh. It's just a very small Arachni. Understood. Ooh, Inferno rounds 9. That's gonna be better than what we have as well. No. Have some high explosive rounds, Rex. That sounds like fun. And over on our pistol. Yeah, Inferno rounds seem better than incendiary rounds.
Oh, there she is.
So I'll slot those in. Is that a better combat? Yeah, it is a better combat scanner, and it gives accuracy as well. Excellent.
Hi.
Recoiled weapon stability. Ah, see, there we go. Kinetic stabilizer. A full suite of upgrades for our gun as well. Gotta love it.
Your cat is so strange. Yeah, I'm talking about you.
15% reduction in power cooldown on the medical exoskeleton. In addition to the hilarious amount of shoving power, I think high explosive rounds also actually add a several meter AoE. That is what it said, yes. Yeah, the thing did kind of announce that on the ammo card, yeah. Alright. And that is the tram off to the Rift Station. Where I'm not allowed to save on the tram for some reason. But like we're pretty close to time, and I don't remember if we're gonna get dragged into like plot conversation.
I was about to say, I feel like we're about to come to something semi-important.
I mean, you know. So we're up to maximum on Barrier Stasis, Bastion Charm, Intimidate.
We're one away
point
on
off
Spectre training.
Then I think we start pumping. I want to get a couple more points into Singularity. I want to get a couple more points into Throw. And then I do want to... try to get some more points going into, like, armor. I mean, I want to put more points into everything. I don't know what max level is, but...
I don't know. I suppose we could Google it.
Or, more accurately, I don't know how much experience we kind of have remaining to play with, you know. Is
Yeah.
sort of the bigger question, but... HE rounds kinda aren't practical to use in anything that isn't a shotgun or sniper rifle, but they do basically turn snipers into auto-delete cannons. And since shotguns have many individual pellets, they end up having the massive increase to pushing forces added many times over. Yeah, that does make sense. Have to remember to like plop one on Garrus's murder gun at some point as well, I guess, but that will be a
future Inu and Willow problem
after we're done with Noveria problem, because next step is to ride the tram to go find Benezia to tell her to stop being naughty and working for Saren
and
or
to
something.
ask her to tell us who Liara's
Wag
dad
our
is.
finger at her menacingly and demand she tell us who Liara's dad is immediately, since Liara refuses to tell us who Liara's dad is. And Tali doesn't know, and no one else we've spoken to has had any idea, but that one guy was really good about telling us about Benezia. So, at least we know about Liara's mom. But her dad is still a mystery.
Look, we've always known about Liara's mom. Liara was very upfront about Liara's mom.
Man, I can't wait to order that "Who the fuck is Liara's dad" disc plate.
They do custom work.
I know.
My only request is if you actually do that, you need to have Bio design the background graphic.
Nonsense.
I want it to be a Bio original via disc plate.
Alright. Call it here for this week. So
Well, until next time, we'll catch you guys later.